Wow, what an awesome waterfall. And I just wanted to get a little video while I'm sitting here. Little motivation before I start. And I trust me, it will be an awesome waterfall. See, I'm one of them people that are patient. Well, I'm one of them people that are patient, and I don't rush things. I work with things. I don't force it. I don't just like this is. I just dug a hole, and it filled most of itself in itself, and I added a little water. I wanted to make it deeper than it originally was, but I wanted to explain a few things about making a nature pond like this. So you can see, like, this is like you can actually see a little bit, like, so the top layer, that dark color, that's dirt, and that's from, like, you know, the forest here and stuff. There's a creek back there, and like, he's under here. This is underneath some bunch of pine trees, and I'm gonna use that ivy. And well, actually, there's 3 different types of vines here. There's ivy, and there's creeper, and then there's like a grape. I don't think they're grapes like, you know, like Concord or whatever, you know, like they're just like wild Pennsylvania grapes, but so that top layer is like very fertile, nutrient rich soil. But then once you get down to where the water is, it's all clay. It is like you could literally mold. Like, you just dig it up. This first part, like the first actually couple inches of the clay, sucks. It has rocks in it, and it's like you can jump on your shovel and sometimes you just bounce back off. Like it like bends your shovel. Not good ones, but then once you get like 6 inches below that, it's soft. You can literally like grab it with your hand. Like, I'm trying to see, yeah, like, you can see like a lot of this it's clay at the bottom, and then this is all, I saved this pile over here from my first video, was like the dirt. And but like this clay is like literally, I mean, you can just mold it in your hands. Dry. This one's been, you know, the heat dome just cracked. It's the day after the 4th of July, but it's literally, that's what's taking this so long to, but it's all clay. I mean, it's just, so which I thought, because we're way above the creek still, even like at the deepest point in the pond here is still well above the creek. That's like pretty much. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see in it, but I gotta climb back up. I can only get out over here. But it's because of my yard. When it rains, it literally just, it all just washes down here. Now actually I had to, underneath of this wood goes, there's a trail which I'm going to use. That's actually what this is. It's going to drain into here. It'll be my overflow, so once if it rains too much, it won't just fill up and then like overflow and wash out. I'm gonna have a little thing that'll connect to this, and then underneath here is a, get to it. I like looking for animals sometimes, but yeah, this goes down. It's a drain area so that the water doesn't just wash down this my hill and then go into the house. And I don't ever use any chemicals or sprays or anything. So, and this creek ain't even, this creek comes from the street. So this thing, I can't even, any rocks that I get out of here, anything that I get out of here, I have to wash off real good, because this just all the like the street sewer things just flow into there. So this is way cleaner than that creek, which you can see kind of like over here. Here it comes from up at the street there, and then comes in. These all rocks used to be down under here, but whenever we get a lot of rain, all the rain from the street washes all through this one thing, and it comes out. This thing actually almost comes up to here, and it washes all these rocks out. But you'll see like nasty stuff in here. You'll see like bubbles and stuff. You got in there, you gotta wash off. But this completely natural, clean. My filters are nature, rocks and plants. So, but yeah. Oh, the other thing I wanted to explain. So what I did is originally, like after I let it fill in like where it was, to that, it filled up to the top of the very soft clay. Like, I mean, you could literally work it in your hand and make like, you could make sculptures or something out of it. There's no rocks, nothing in it. And then like how I say in that top 6 inches where it's like rocky and hard, that I guess drains out. And then so what I did is filled it up all the way past that. And this clay actually, like when you fill it up like that and let it drain out, fill it up and let it drain out, that'll actually coat a little bit and sink into those little holes. And then I'll get in there, I got in there, and I take clay from the bottom down by my feet, and then I just pack it into the sides. But with this, I'm just using some plastic. I'll cover it up. You'll never see that plastic whenever I'm done. But then this will have like some filtration stuff, not like just rocks and like plants. But I might, like, I really want this to clear up. I put a bunch of guppy babies in there. You'll probably see them if we go up and look, but oh yeah, I can see one already. Oh. But yeah, it is tons of them. I have like hundreds, maybe thousands of them inside, so I didn't put any like breeding adult ones in here. I just put like a bunch of little ones. I'll just keep putting little ones in there. There's a bigger little one. And actually, the tank that I'm taking them from, where'd it go? The tank that I'm taking them from has swordtails in it. Oh, there it is. Swordtails in it too, so I'm sure some swordtails will get out here too. But the guppies breed way faster than the swordtails. He's under that log now. Oh, there's another one. But yeah, so, and then in the fall I'll scoop out as many as I can. And but they'll feed the stuff. They're really good food. And I really like this waterfall. But yeah, you can even see here the difference in, like, this is clay and this was like topsoil from the tops. But these were 2 holes from before, but this stuff's, and then sink right into this. And not sink right into it, but leave a bigger footprint. But yeah, still working on this. You know, like I said, I'll be tinkering with this for weeks. And but yeah, so the gazebo is going to be in this area, and there will be a creek flowing through it here, and that at the bottom. So I don't know exactly. Like, I have like ideas, you know, in my head. Here you could probably see a little bit of how I said, like, this end's gonna be shallow. You can kind of see maybe how shallow it is on that glares little. But I mean, that's only a couple inches over here, and then this spot here is how I did it. Like, and this is how I actually know, like, it really holds water. Like, I originally only dug like that one really deep spot over there. And it goes down close to 4 feet deep, and I was like, it was filling in with water, and I still only had like this whole area at like 2 feet deep. And so I left a little, you know, like a little wall, and I dug all the rest of it out so that it wasn't just all filling in. And I did it a section at a time, and then like I would do like one section, and then like this section, and then that section, and then this section. Like, this section's like about 2.5 feet deep, and that's about 2 feet deep. And then there's a little, because I dug this area out separately, there's a little higher wall here. So like the whole bottom isn't flat, it goes like up and down because I dug it in sections. But when like this would be full and I would be like way lower, and it's only like a couple inches thick, like going down. It wasn't just leaking through or falling over, it was like staying like perfect, holding water while I got to dig next to it. So, but then once you get so far down, you hit that water, like the water table, and then it just starts seeping in. And that's how I knew. I was like, I can't go too much further than this, I guess. Apparently this is the where we at. But yeah, whenever we have the waterfall that's gonna be there and the waterfall over there, it's gonna be so cool. But all right guys, have a good one. I got work to do. Peace.